Having played Black Desert Online over 6 years now, one might say I have acquired all the necessary items to grind or life skill anywhere or anything I would want to, while another says, always go for more. So while I did my usual flora and fauna destroying rounds, I asked myself, what could I actually do now? Hammering on trees or touching grass might be an easy and stress-free method of gaining money, but also being super lazy and processing all day is a sure way to more gains. Since my worker-slave empire has grown so big, means that even if I actually process all day every day, still I would never be able to catch up on them. And whenever I decide to sell all the materials, processed goods and other random items on the market, I make sure to wait until everything has been sold. Why, you ask? Because watching the silver go up slowly gives my brain extra dopamine, because number go up means number goes bigger, which concludes in me feeling good. Sure, it may take a little bit of time, but what you see is the result of me barely doing anything of effort and still receiving billions of money for it. Such a nice big number for barely doing something, am I right? Of course, the biggest alternative is running in a circle all day long and bonk helpless monsters to pick up their trash, basically what most people do in this game. Then while doing the same circle sprint over and over and over again, one might hope to the RNG gods that one of them drops something of worth. But some people like me who barely grind, do not even sell said trash. Collecting them in a separate storage and see the value go up makes my brain feel good again. Who needs all that silver anyways when your gear score is high enough for all places in this game? Same goes with all the gold bars, we just put them in there for that little bit extra spice. But you are not here to watch me brag. You want to see what kind of stupid stuff I do to entertain myself further. Doing things no sane person would do, because ain't nobody asked for it in the first place. Meet our protagonist, Phase Boss Alt-03. Since I have done the oh-so-beloved quest line of the Chenga book 18 times up to now, don't you dare ask why. I already did it once as a speed run for you to watch on this channel. This time however, we go ultra instinct and only move backwards, with no use of crystals, skills, horses, or any other methods of faster travel. The only exception is the one-time use of the teleport map and the escape function. While Phase Boss Alt-03 is starting his epic journey, let me explain what we do here. First of all, the timer is showing how much pain and pleasure it took to do this. The immediate problem you might notice right away with this challenge is, we cannot see what's behind us. Knowing the terrain to the next quest point is a crucial factor, which should further show you that indeed, I did this super fun quest more than enough times. The follow-up problem will be traversing any kind of heights or hills, since when moving backwards, you are not only as slow as a snail, you are also very limited in your jump range. Also, the most clown fiesta thing this walking will give me trouble with, is the fact that any kind of tiny pebble of a hill will prompt super smart Phase Boss Alt-03 to want to sit down for style points. So we will need to wiggle our booty sideways every now and then to not let that happen. As a fun fact on the side, if you move backwards long enough without wiggling or pressing any other button, your character will just stop moving after a while. Something nobody needs to know in any normal circumstance, but another annoying thing for me here. Let's turn up the music a bit until I have something important to say. This is one of many points where following the quest marker would take much more time, since it follows the safest way to its destination. This might not be a speed run, but why take unnecessary long routes when we know by brain how to shorten it? We are smart. And here comes our first antagonist. Meet Slightly Inclined Hill. I was sure our Superboy would get over it, just like Bennett Foddy always wanted us to, but alas, I failed and had to go around. This section is probably the one people might wanted to see the most. It's pretty early in the quest line but also by far the hardest part in this challenge. Climbing up the river fall while not pressing forward seems impossible at first, but this is phase boss Alt-03, he channels his inner Cyajin and goes even further beyond. FYI, you can climb up with only pressing spacebar and holding it. I should mention at this point that I took breaks in between and simply stopped the timer. Even I are not that insane to do this in one sitting. But rest assured, whenever I took a pause I did not move and stopped the timer. Oh, are you still watching? Maybe you remembered that we already used a teleport map, so this one is a no-go. You gotta walk the rest of the way yourself now. If you made it this far by some kind of miracle, we actually finished this challenge barely in under 3 hours. I have to say, this was more of a clown show than I thought it would be, given the time it took and problems the back walking brought with it. Thank you for staying this long and bearing with me on this useless long journey, and may we meet again.